Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. I can't do it like Jeff. Jeff ain't here, but I'm going to do it like me. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, ducks, bears, dogs, cats, rats, mooses, geeses. Shout out to the giant jellyfish in the bottom of the ocean somewhere. Y'all pretty big. I seen the YouTube clip. The Full Sport Prince Podcast proudly presents to you the wrestling podcast coming to you live from the Dimsdale Dimmadome. It is Ace and Chair Shots. I am the one, the only, the jawbreaker, the candy taker, the poo faker. Nick. As you can see, Jeff is not here. You know, Jeff is being a pillar of the community and being an all-around good guy, so shout out to him. But the ESC of the library is here. Miss Andrea, how are you today?
I'm good.
That's great to hear. That's great to hear. And as you can see, we have a visitor and a stranger. Let's start with our visitor. A real cool guy. He's black. He wears glasses. He's bald head. Just like your boy here. It's my guy Rico. How you doing, Rico?
I'm making it, man. I appreciate you for having me tonight.
No problem, no problem. And we have this stranger who we keep bringing back, and that is Negative James. How you doing, James?
Negative James, I'm ready to get some hate off, but I'm good. How about yourself?
Yes, that's how we started off with him. That's how we started off. But anywho, follow us on all social media outlets under the names of Chair Shots on Twitter, because character limit, and 808s and Chair Shots on IG, Facebook, and all the other places. Maybe not TikTok, because TikTok is still on limbo still, which is weird. But anywho, let's have a mental check-in. How is everybody doing overall this week? Overall, let me start with you, Negative.
Overall this week, I'm good. I'm blessed. So I can really say nothing going bad. I'm okay.
Good to hear. Good to hear. What about you, Rico?
Oh yeah, man. Outside of the rain and the flooding going on, but I don't leave the house much no way, so I've been good on the end as well.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Also, has your son dunked on you yet?
He is actually not into athletics at all, so he is not.
Damn. I had good hopes for him. I had hopes for him. Just one time, just dunk on you. One good time, and it's a wrap. That's all my hopes.
Catch him under the rim.
Catch him under the rim. Just one time. One good time. That's all you need. What about you, Andrea?
I'm all right. Can't complain. Same old same.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Me, on the other hand, I'm not all right. Yeah. Because your jaw's playing with my face. Your jaw's playing in my face. But we're going to leave it alone at that. Let's get to what we came for, which is the wrestling of it all. The square circle and all that mass. WrestleMania 41 is coming up in 2 weeks. Shockingly. And we actually have a card built up. Night 1 and night 2, they're not completely filled. You know how they do. They always change it. So, with that said, we're going to look at the card a little bit, not too much into it. We're going to go into a couple of matches that they already have set in stone. So, for night 1, what I see here, we have Charlotte versus Tiffany, Owens versus Orton, Uso versus Gunther, Jey Uso, and the main event being Punk, Reigns, and Rollins. With that being said, out of those 4, which one of y'all are going to actually watch the whole thing? Because I know WrestleMania be too long. Let me start with you, James.
I'm going to watch the whole thing.
Yeah, you skip matches at WrestleMania? I ain't never heard of that.
All right. I'm watching the whole thing. Now, what I will say is, I'm pretty sure we all know Tiff is not walking out as champion at WrestleMania. They are ready to put the belt on Charlotte so quick, so fast. Yeah, they're doing Tiffany kind of dirty. I will say that much. Jey versus Gunther. I'm not too excited about that match. I seen him leaning back. I'm more excited about Jey Uso's entrance than the match itself, because I hope Gunther doesn't lose, to be honest, but I know Gunther can't go out on 10 super kicks, 5 spears, and maybe like 3 or 4 Uso splashes. We know what's going to happen there. He's going to spam the super kick like crazy on Gunther. And if he loses to that, it's not gonna sit right with me. Now that triple threat match, I ain't go either way. To be honest, I'm either gonna say Punk is gonna win or Roman's gonna win. Seth is not winning that match, and yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. Night one, yeah, that's it.
Rico, can you bring some common sense to this discussion, please?
That's crazy.
Okay. I feel like Tiffany's retaining. I don't think Charlotte is gonna win. Just based off the bill of what we're seeing so far. And I mean, if they're true about building Tiffany up, I don't see her losing. Jay and Gunther, I'm actually excited about. I feel like Jay is just gonna win. The momentum is crazy right now. For everything they've done, I think it'd be null and void if he lost. So I fully see him contend. On top of that, Gunther reign ain't been that great. I mean, has he had a memorable match that y'all have remembered so far? Or a moment? No.
As champ or
As champ right now, during his reign.
I mean, to be quite honest, his Intercontinental reign was better, but we can go with that.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of saying it. Anyway, go ahead, keep going. Go ahead.
Owens and Orton, I gotta say Randy's winning. I really don't see Kevin Owens winning that one. What else we got? The triple threat? That's the other one that announced?
Yeah, that's the last one.
Man, I don't know who. I want to say CM Punk is winning. And I could see him pinning Roman Reigns, being a swerve about Roman Reigns. I feel like he's built himself up and he don't mind putting other guys over. So I feel like CM Punk is gonna win, pinning Roman Reigns.
Okay. Andrea, what you got for me?
I have a question for everybody.
Yes.
All right.
Do you think Jay Uso would cheat to win?
Oh yeah.
Cheat to win, like
Yes.
Oh, yes.
I would probably say yeah. Yeah, I can see I can see Jimmy getting involved. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Especially
see that.
at the Monday. Yeah, especially at the
Right,
Monday.
yeah. I can see that. I can see that happening. Yes. I would say he would cheat to win. Yes, I can see that happening. Getting some interference involved. Yeah, I can see that happening.
All right. Because I feel like I don't want Gunther to lose, not to Jey Uso, not at WrestleMania. I feel like the time for that to happen was back when they wrestled in January.
Exactly.
But if it's gonna happen with the way things have been going, I feel like Jey Uso should cheat to win. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really care about Tiffany versus Charlotte. There's the triple threat Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Seth Rollins. That could go either way.
Okay.
But I don't think with this particular feud, I don't think Seth Rollins wins until the very end. I think CM Punk wins at WrestleMania, and Seth Rollins he'll win further down the line.
Okay.
What else is there? Are we talking about Cody and John Cena yet? Are we gonna wait? Or...
Let's day
Night
2.
Oh, we are doing night 1 only. Okay,
Night
well,
1.
never mind then. Let's.
Kevin Owens and Randy Orton.
Yeah. Okay.
Randy probably. I would like to see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Randy's winning that one. As much I want KO to win, I know Randy's winning that one for sure. So yeah,
I agree with that. When it comes to that one, Randy and Kevin are gonna put on a good show. I can say that right now. Both are good workers. Randy's in good shape. Kevin Owens gonna jump off something, almost break his neck, and be okay somehow.
he's ready for this.
He's willing to die for this. Him and Cody both willing to die for this. So I understand that one. Charlotte and Tiffany. It's just his build has been so lackluster with that. I don't even feel hype about that one. It's just so lazy to me. Maybe that's how I feel about it. It's just a lazy build. All right, so what's the other one? You say Jay and Gunther. Jay and Gunther's pretty much kicked up after on Monday. I really do feel it's building up to be strong. it should be a main event because he won the Royal Rumble. Those are the rules that they forget every week. But I think that match is gonna be pretty good as long as they get the pacing right. You know what I'm saying? Because the storytelling, the pacing can go pretty well with that match, especially if Jimmy comes in there and she's with him. Hey, I can rock with it. As for the triple threat, anybody but CM Punk. I'm staying with that. I don't care if it's the referee. I don't care if Paul Heyman jump in.
The hate is crazy.
Anybody but CM Punk.
What you got against Punk?
Who? What? Huh?
What you got against Punk?
Huh?
That's crazy.
I treat CM Punk like, for the comic book people out there, if you know comic books, I'm gonna treat CM Punk like the Thing and the Hulk.
Okay.
Why are they beefing? Nobody knows. But every time they see each other, it's time to fight. It's on sight. So that's how I feel about CM Punk.
Okay.
If you really want to know, Rico, that's how it goes with me.
I can respect that.
All right. For night 2, we have Cena versus Rose, Bianca versus Rhea Ripley versus Io, and now we have Logan Paul versus, I'm going to make a 4-star match out of anybody, AJ Styles. Those are the 3 for day 2 so far.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah. So, what you got, Rico?
I actually like Logan Paul. I mean, he's very entertaining, and he picked up wrestling pretty quick, man. I mean, he's a lot gooder than a lot more wrestlers we see. So I'm gonna go. I feel like AJ Styles gonna win though, just for coming back and him trying to gain momentum. So I'm gonna go AJ. Man, I feel like Io is gonna retain because I feel like we're gonna branch off to a Bianca Rhea rivalry, and I'm gonna go John Cena.
Ooh, okay. Negative, what you got?
Logan Paul versus AJ Styles. I'm gonna say AJ's gonna win that, but again, as Rico said, Logan Paul is actually good in the ring. That pulverizer, that's nice. It's nice.
It is
Can't hate
nice.
on it. It's nice. Can't hate on it. Okay, the triple threat: Io, Bianca, and Rhea. I'm gonna go with. I'm probably say Rhea. Just the way. I mean, again, Rhea, she lost, but again, Bianca's getting beat up week in and week out. She gets some offense in, but she's also losing week in and week out. Rhea's always standing tall. And as she says, mommy's always on top. And
Okay.
John Cena and Cody, that one, I'm probably going to say Cena's going to win. If shenanigans involved, Cena's going to win. Because, of course, The Rock and X, Y, and Z. But, yeah, I'm going to say Cena winning that one.
All right.
And
Andrea, what you got?
okay.
That's it. And what was your other one? What you about to say?
Oh, no, I was going to say, they probably going to throw the Intercontinental Championship like in the second night, too, which would be probably Finn Balor and Braun Breaker. Maybe a triple threat match with them two and somebody else. But, yeah, but that's all I got.
Okay. Andrea, what you got for me?
Are we sure The Rock is still involved?
He has disappeared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just, like, him disappearing and the promos John Cena has been cutting, like, none of it makes sense. To me. I'll let it play out. I'll see how I feel April of next year. Let's come back to it. But AJ Styles versus Logan Paul, I don't think AJ Styles is going to lose to Logan Paul. I'm going to disagree and say I don't find Logan Paul to be entertaining. I'm also going to be a hater and say that his in-ring skills don't really compare. Well, they can't. I'm going to be fair and say, well, of course they don't compare because he's wrestling people who have been doing this 20 years, their whole life, versus what he just started with 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I'll fair there. But remember, and we talked about this a couple episodes ago, essentially that match he had with Rey Mysterio, Rey had to feed him his lines the whole time, essentially. So I mean, he might look good in the ring, but is he actually good? All that glitters isn't gold. But I'll just say I think AJ Styles is winning that one. Io, Bianca, and Rhea. I'm gonna say Bianca is winning only because she's undefeated at WrestleMania. It wouldn't make. It's starting to become a thing. So I don't know. I would like for it to be a thing. So I would like her to keep her streak. But no, I mean, regardless, I feel like if Io retains, that kind of kills the whole. She doesn't have anywhere to go, or not anywhere that's obvious. But no, I think that match has a storyline that'll continue, or potential to continue. And then what's this last one?
Cena Rhodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think John Cena is probably gonna win. I don't see him losing his last WrestleMania.
In Vegas. For the tiebreaker. Yeah.
Yeah, and then what does Cody winning? What does that do?
Another year. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say another year.
Another year. Like I was about to say, another year of maybe him defending his title, maybe 4 to 5 times. Yeah, another year.
I mean, that'd be more than Roman did.
That's kind of different, but we'll.
They're about the same, man.
No, Roman was a heel when Roman was barely defending his title. He was a heel. Of course, heels don't want to defend the title like that. Like, oh, you got to earn a title shot against me. You got to jump through hoops, X, Y, and Z. Cody, he came into it as the baby face. I'm a fighting champion, X, Y, and Z. You're a fighting champion, but you defended your title maybe 4 or 5 times on PLEs as a fighting champion now and a baby face. That makes me appreciate John Cena's babyface run more because every pay-per-view, John Cena was defending his title. Every pay-per-view, no matter who he's going against. Triple threat, one-on-one, ladder match. Every pay-per-view, John Cena was defending his title when he had it. And now...
But he's right.
Yeah, I know. I'm about to mute him, though, because I like to do these things.
I'm spitting. You're going to mute me because I'm spitting? That's
correct. See, I be telling y'all this. When Jeff's on the show, he saves y'all. But you're right, though. I ain't gonna lie. You're right, though. You're right. But when it comes to this Rose and Cena thing for me, hopefully we don't see Travis Scott again because I'm tired of him. Ever since he slapped Cody, I'm like, bro, don't bring him back for nothing. Don't even try. But he getting a check anyway because of the theme song. But I think that Cena going to end up getting that title. But they have finessed us once last year with the whole... I mean, the year before, we thought Cody was going to win the first time, but he didn't. So, hey, it is what it is. They might finesse us. But, hey, we'll see. As for, who is it? Logan Paul and AJ Styles, it's going to be a pretty good match. AJ going to get that one, though. As for the ladies triple threat, I really don't know who I got in this one. I'm going to wait for a little bit before I make that decision because whoever wins, how do they build from there? Either one. I don't really know. Do you bring up Roxanne Perez and let her go full time with it and be the main person, the main heel? I don't understand how this is going to work, but I just want to see. It's going to be a good match, no doubt, because all three are good. But I just don't feel what's going to be after it for the champion. Or we're still going to have this whole 3-way to SummerSlam. That's
why Bianca has to win. She's got the most going on.
Can we talk about Bianca for a minute? I'm sorry.
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
Hey, whoa. Just let you know. I still got this mute button. All right, you can go.
Okay, you got the mute button. Okay, so can we talk about Bianca's build-ups for her matches? That's where I'm going to go with it there. Okay, so the build-up. Remember when she won the Royal Rumble? Of course, that was maybe like 3 or 4 years ago. She won the Royal Rumble. At that time, Sasha Banks was champion. They went at it. They went at WrestleMania. But the build-up to that, was kind of bad. They had them doing tag matches, acting like they were best friends backstage, X, Y, and Z. It was bad. Then she had the feud with Becky Lynch. Becky carried that, to be honest. Becky carried that. The SummerSlam, WrestleMania, whatever. Becky carried that. And then we had Bianca as champion again going up against Asuka when Asuka won the Elimination Chamber. That build-up was bad also. So it seems like Bianca's build-ups to her matches or title matches, I'm saying, are bad. They're not good. We're not really. Well, I'm not too tight about it for real because the build-ups are not good. We need NXT Bianca, not this babyface Bianca all the time. Right now, she's going up against Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, and she's still doing the babyface stuff and getting beat up week in and week out, getting slammed on tables, getting riptied off the top rope. What are we doing, Bianca?
Hold on. I have a question. To your point, do you think Bianca would cheat to win at WrestleMania?
No.
No?
I don't know. At this point, I don't think so. No, I don't think she would. No. What is cheat to win? Like use a weapon or something, or like just like use a rope?
Weapon, do something behind the ref's back.
No, she's not doing that. I don't think so. No.
Huh.
I don't think so. No.
You think she should turn heel?
Yes, it's time. We need NXT Bianca. No, you don't even go here. We need that Bianca. We had babyface since she came to the main roster. Again, them build-ups have not been good. So that's I'm going with Bianca. No, that's why I'm going with that fact right there. Maybe
So let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
So my question with that is, do you think that's her fault or creator's fault for her build-ups to be this lackluster to you?
100% creative. 100% creative. Now she does. I'm gonna say she kind of have a little say so, like, hey, can we go with this? Can we go with that? And they probably say yes, no, maybe, whatever. But overall, it's creative because she's not gonna go out there and just freestyle it. So you know,
Okay. Sounds interesting. What you thinking, Rico?
I'm kind of upset that Bianca is moving away from the whole Naomi and Jade story. Kind of like they just pulled her away from it. I want to see how they would have tied her into it, but it's like she's not even a part of it no more. So I mean, I call Bianca John Cena. She's like John Cena to me, like the early on John Cena, the super over. Like that's what she is right now. And I agree with Jane. I think she should go heel, but I don't know if she would because they like she's that. You know, she's like John Cena, the kid, the superhero for the kids love her. I don't know. I don't see what they would do different. I agree. Her bills, it don't make you feel nothing for the money because like you kind of know what's going to happen. But I don't know. I don't know if she would go here. If Tess them just went here, maybe she would. I don't know.
So, okay, let me see what I was about to ask here. With the Jade and Naomi thing, where that match goes, night 1 or night 2?
I'm gonna say night 2, injected in my veins. I expect Naomi to do this, go crazy like she's doing now. Because I want to retract the statement I made last episode I was on. I said it's gonna be a filler match. It's no longer a filler match now.
He did.
It's no longer a filler match. It's no longer a filler match. That is a 10, 15-minute match. I need that.
Naomi character, she been doing some good.
Exactly. She's going crazy now. I need that 10 to 15 minutes. It's no longer a filler match.
But I don't see because Naomi just turned heel. I probably don't see Bianca doing it since Naomi just did it.
Disagree.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
I think because Naomi turned heel, I don't know, maybe, possibly, but I don't know. I think with the whole Jade thing, because Jade is trying to make, unless Jade also turns, I don't think they're all three are going to be heel at the same time. But Jade or Bianca also needs to turn heel, and I don't think it's going to be Jade.
So,
not now.
So I think we all come to the agreement that Bianca needs to turn heel sooner or later.
At some point, yes.
Yes, it's time.
The logical way to do it is say she was in on the attack.
Yeah,
But,
that's what I was about to get at.
but it's like they took her away from the story though. Unless, to your point, if she thinks if Naomi helps her,
Yeah, we never know. So I'm
That'd
just saying.
be a good storyline too. Even through that old whole calling her what was it? Ungrateful bitch thing. Naomi still comes through, helps her in the match, get the title.
I did this for you. Remember?
Last time I was on there, I mentioned it, like Elimination Chamber. As soon as Jay came in, Bianca took off that jacket, like ready to fight. Look, Jay dead in her eyes and is ready to fight. But you know, we'll see what happens from here.
Yeah, but I agree though. I think the story. Yeah, Rico is right. When they took her away from the story, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
They don't even ask her questions about it no more in interviews.
All right.
They ask her like, "So what do you think about this?" She's like, "Well, no, I'm not focused on that. I'm focused on this." So it's like, damn, okay. But they story. Yeah, I agree though. I think, yeah, I agree with y'all. I really do agree with y'all on that topic there. Now, do y'all think that'll be a special guest celebrity match this WrestleMania, or we just gonna do straight Russell?
That's WrestleMania. Somebody's gonna be there. I can't say who, but some special guest gonna be there. If I was a guest, no, it ain't gonna be him. Anyway, never mind. Forget that. But it's gonna be a special guest.
Who is him?
I was gonna say George Kittle, but nah, he ain't gonna be there.
Nah, and he stay his ass at home.
Hey, chill, watch it. Chill.
You run some routes. Yeah.
Chill.
Let me see what else was. Usually with Mania, when it comes down to Mania, it's gonna be a good WrestleMania, I feel. The price is a little bit too high. Also, another question. How many bodies do you think The Weeknd knows about in the WWE? Because he keeps getting the theme song.
man.
How many bodies do you think he knows?
Hey, he took Flo Rida's spot. He took Flo Rida's spot in
He been
Pitbull.
took that spot. He took that spot the third time in a row.
He took Pitbull's spot too. That's great.
Look
Hey,
it. He's six.
hey,
Six in a row.
He's a new guy now.
That's my dude, but 6 in a row?
He's a new guy now. Hey, tell somebody come up with a new thing, a good thing. They said, "Nah, we're going with The Weeknd, bro." Again, 6 years in a row. Yeah, we're going with The Weeknd. He keep dropping fire.
Crazy. It's wild times, bro. I never thought Flo Rida's spot would get took like this.
Hey, Flo Rida had. Hey,
Even Flo Rida and Pitbull, but these.
Hey, Vince ain't there no more. Vince, yeah, man, I messed with Flo Rida and Pitbull.
That's real rap there. All right. Now let's go to what's going on in the internet streets. Well, if you know the culture like I know the culture, it's a couple of people that you don't talk to. And one of them is Vlad TV. So apparently Swerve Strickland had an interview on Vlad TV. He was talking, gave his history and whatnot, and the topic came along, him talking about Booker T and the whole N-word fiasco with Vince back then. And then he talked about his time with Hit Row, which were the main two things that everybody discussed. Now, if anybody y'all watched that interview, what did y'all think?
I seen clips. I haven't seen the Booker T clip yet. I mean, Swerve is like he got a chip on his shoulder because he left. I think he feel like I'm bigger than what I thought I was, and I'm proving it type vibe. I know what the skit he talking about. Like when Vince said it, so he walked up to him, "What's up, my nigga?" I mean,
Yeah.
I really don't know what he wanted Booker to do in the end. It's one of those things like one of revisionists where people always say what I would have did when this happened, but it's kind of hard to say what Vince was back then, what you would have did given that moment, that script, that opportunity for TV time. I mean, I don't know. I need to see the clip of exactly what him and Vlad talked about on it, because I really didn't see what they discussed on it. Do you know what they said? What they talked about on it?
I mean, he just talked about black people in wrestling, stuff like that. And when he brought up Booker T and talking about
advancing
the N word and Vince, I'm just like, okay, man, we're okay. All right. I was just done because he's on fucking Vlad TV talking.
Be crazy. And I don't know what's the hit road. I feel like none of them really get along. I know him and Top Dollar take shots with each other all the time on the internet. So I really don't understand the beef. I guess it's what they kept him and he left, or I really don't know what he's still mad about the hit row. I feel like hit row was never gonna make it with Vince anyway. So it's kind of like the writing was kind of on the raw back then with them. There was a real NXT group when they were like at they peak. Them coming to the main roster, then I kind of knew it wasn't gonna work.
Negative? What you got?
So I saw the clip where he was talking about him and Booker T thing. Apparently, Booker T says something along the lines of he don't understand why like black wrestlers are saying why they're not advancing in the company or advancing in the business, etc. And Swerve was like, well, you weren't advancing when he called you the N word on TV. He had something to say about that. So that's kind of where it started at, from what I saw. Now, yeah, I watched the clip. I didn't watch the whole interview, but yeah. But I'm not gonna say he has a chip on his shoulder. It's just we see what he's doing now and what he was doing compared to what he was doing in NXT. Main roster Swerve, I believe he could have went far a little bit. I'm not saying world champion, but he could have been US champ or IC champ at least. But that's about as far as I got with it. So
Andrew, did you watch any of the interview?
I saw clips of it. I think I wouldn't say a chip on his shoulder, but I do think he probably does feel like I'm bigger than what you thought I was. Because I do think that if he would have stayed, because James, you just said it, like he wouldn't have been a world champion. He
right.
would have been like US champion, IC champion. But I think with that, I think I don't know if I don't think he's just now realizing it, but it's more so he's acknowledging that in WWE he would have had a ceiling, he would have had to put up with who knows what. I don't know. I don't know what all was said about Booker T, but I don't know. It's weird because we see now how black talent is treated on the main roster. We see how black male talent is treated on the on the main roster, and then you think about Swerve speaking on Vince McMahon calling or using the N word in front of Booker T on TV, and then you really just like, what do they really have to do to advance? Is that something that Triple H is keeping up with? I don't know, but I do think what was Booker T supposed to do in that moment? I don't know. But I do think Swerve had a point in bringing it up. I don't
Okay.
think Vlad TV was the place for it. Doesn't Swerve have his own podcast?
He used to.
I'm not sure. I've seen him appear on like a bunch of other podcasts. I don't know if he has his own or not.
He used to. He used to.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know
okay.
for
Used to.
sure he
Okay.
used to.
Okay.
I was gonna say, like, why you ain't do this on there?
I think the
Right.
thing like came about like when Square was talking, it's about a respect thing. And I remember him saying, well, he didn't respect you, Booker, when he called you the N word on live TV. So I think it came about like a respect thing type of issue with it. So yeah, I remember that much about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, first of all, you're on Vlad TV. That's been my main point the whole damn time. Why are you on Vlad TV? Go somewhere respectable when it comes to this type of stuff, because Vlad is going to basically put you in the position of, hey, here's this guy. He's going to tell his whole life to me. I'm Vlad TV. Like, and he's going to admit stuff he's going to do and ask questions that are pretty much not that good. And I don't know. Vlad TV just not the platform. Plus, he doesn't know it's not hip hop to me. You know what I'm saying? It's certain things that he does. So that's one thing. Two, he talked about Hit Row and how that didn't happen. He made an insinuation that it's because of AJ they got fired. That's the problem I really do have, because we've seen what happened. They got fired, but AJ and them came back. But he didn't. So it was something right there that didn't happen. And then you have a situation where AJ left, but he's still pretty good in TNA and doing pretty good overall. He's over at Booker T's wrestling place, Row, Reality of Wrestling. And he won the title there. So he's working over there too. And B-Fab's in WWE, and what's his name? Tahuti?
Adonis, I think.
Yeah, I know his real name. He's still there too. He's just hurt. So yeah, everything that Swerve said about him being too aggressive or whatnot was so bad, that he was so mean, big and mean. Why did they invite them back? So it just, so many things of hearing him say that, and then looking at AJ, like AJ's been saying the same thing the whole time. He hasn't changed the story. And hearing Swerve talk about it is like, oh, so yeah, it's a little beef between them two. It didn't take me that long to see that. Once you don't address a nigga by name, it's a problem. Trust me, it's a problem. That's one thing I've learned. If you don't address it by name, oh, it's a problem. So I just wish he didn't do that on Vlad TV, and I just wish that he told the whole story, not half the story, when it comes to them getting fired. Because you can't just blame everything on one guy when it's totally been shown not true. So yeah, that's my thing with him. All right. Now the WWE Hall of Fame. You know, that's the thing that happens during WrestleMania. So James, you brought this up. So what's going on with it?
It was just me thinking about it, but it's finally happening now with this Hall of Fame coming up. Triple H is now getting to the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
And I was thinking like, how did so many people get into the Hall of Fame before him? Of course, my boy RVD got into the Hall of Fame before Triple H. You know that. I was like, RVD got to it. Then I started thinking, I'm like, how did Kane get to the Hall of Fame? He's in there, right?
I think so. I think he's in there twice.
Okay, so Kane's. I'm like, how did Kane get into the Hall of Fame before Triple H? And then I guess my hate bones started kicking in. I'm like, Kane wasn't even really like that. So again, I was just hating. I was just hating. I was just hating. I was hating. But hey, look, it's all solved now. It's done.
Oh.
Triple H is finally in the Hall of Fame now, and that's it. That's it.
Well,
But I just started thinking about like how I just started thinking how a bunch of wrestlers get into there before Triple H did. So
he wasn't officially retired, actually.
Yeah.
Plus, you got to get voted in, and he's working for the company.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the reason why I think he wasn't officially retired until like 2-3 years ago. He's been working the company behind the scenes a little more. I guess they wanted to wait until the proper time. And plus, Nick Khan, the other brother of Tony Khan, decided, hey, let's vote him in.
Oh, okay.
I mean, hey, it is what it is. Who else has been voted in though? I know the natural disasters.
They're in.
They're in there.
Michelle McCool. I was thinking about that one, but I was like, I guess I can't think of nobody else who should have been another woman that should have been there before her. But Michelle McCool is in there.
Lex Luger too, right?
Yeah, Lex Luger. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Huh. That's an interesting class.
Right.
No,
so who's started that class?
Triple H.
Triple H. Okay, I'm tripping. Yeah, Triple H definitely started that one. So yeah, that's it.
So they're not gonna put the Hardy Boys in there?
They're not retired.
They're not retired, and I also read that they did want to put Jeff in there like a long time ago, but Jeff said he didn't want to do it until he didn't want to be solo going into it. He wanted to be him and Matt being inducted together.
That's what
I read.
I'm saying.
Okay, yeah.
I read that.
Yeah, I think they both gonna get in together. I think that'll work.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. Anybody else that they talked about? Because all I heard was Luger, Triple, Natural Disasters. Now you're telling me Michelle McCool.
Yeah, Michelle McCool's in there.
Yeah.
So that's 4.
It's a match going.
In the match, yeah, the Stone Cold Bret Hart match.
Huh? What's that?
Yeah, the magical moment match. Yeah. They just started. Is that they just started, or are they making it like a new thing? I mean, is it old or is it a new thing?
This is a new
It
thing.
has to be new.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm saying it has to be new.
Okay. Now that we brought that up, since we're gonna think the future, what are some other magical moment matches that they're gonna put in there that y'all think?
Magical moment matches. It has to be the TLC match between the Hardys, Edge and Christian, and the Dudleys. That has to go in there. That has to. There's no other that's in there. Top 5 matches of all time.
Okay.
I'm gonna say is it Razor Ramon and Shawn Michaels ladder match?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's going in there too. Yeah, that's still the top 5.
That's another one. Okay. You got one, Andrea?
Undertaker, Mankind, Hell in a Cell. Undertaker, Shawn
Definitely.
Michaels, Hell in a Cell.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Also, they did. Dark Side of the Ring came back out and they did something on Mick Foley in the Hell in the Cell. That was the first episode.
Did they?
Yeah.
Is it out yet or is it coming
It's
soon?
out. It's out.
Oh, let me get on Hulu then soon. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that one they had somebody else, and then I think next week is gonna be Big Von Vader. So I'm gonna tell Jeff about that one.
Okay. Yeah. So that
But
season's
let's
already
see.
kicked off.
Yeah, that's already kicked off. I just saw it last night. I just saw it. I was like, wait, what? And I caught up where I could. So
Okay, got it.
pretty good they did pretty good with Mick Foley. They did pretty good. It's not too much in depth of what I thought it was gonna be, but it was very good. Very good with Mick. Since we're talking about legendary matches, what if they put John Cena RVD when they went to ECW in Philly? We talk about it a lot.
Is it the match or the crowd though, Neat?
So I'm gonna put that in top 10. I'm gonna put that top 10.
You got to put that up there though,
Yeah, it was crazy.
because
I'm gonna give it top 10. It's like
as
top
much
5.
as the match was kind of iffy a little bit, that crowd made that match. It was one of them moments. It was one of the moments that you thought John Cena might not make it out alive.
It was a good match. Oh, my fault. Go ahead.
Oh, keep going. You go.
It was a good match, good moment because nobody thought RVD was on cash in like at one night stand. And I think if I'm not mistaken, it was like the first or second time they did that one night stand. So RVD's like, hey, bro, I'm cashing in where I'm comfortable. I got home field advantage, one night stand. We probably didn't see that coming because most cash ins happen randomly.
Right.
RVD told him ahead of time, look, hey, me and you, one night stand. I got home field advantage. We good. And Philly. Was it Philly? When I was taken?
Yeah.
Okay,
Philly.
yeah, right. Home of ECW. I'm gonna cash in there. Right then and there, you fight me 1-on-1. And of course, the crowd. And of course, I think at that time, Kurt Angle, JBL, and like the whole GM, they was all against ECW. So they had that whole thing going also. That's a legendary pay-per-view, to be honest.
I agree with you on that. So, with that being said, do you think a women's match will get in there? Since they're doing this now?
Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair.
Okay, that'll be one. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
You got one, James?
Women's match.
Yeah.
All right. I can't think of nothing like recently or even back then. I'm gonna say the Trish Stratus versus Lita on Monday Night Raw because I think that was the first time.
The first one they main event. First one main event on Raw.
Right. Or it could be Becky, Charlotte, and Ronda Rousey. Main event in WrestleMania for the first time. Women for the first time. That could be there also. So it could be one of those two.
Also, depending on how liberal you want to get with it, Sasha Banks versus Bayley, that first Iron Women's match.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Put that down. Put that right there. That was the NXT match that had me out. I'm like, oh, yeah, let's go. They still going? Let's go. Yeah, I got that one. Ooh, if we're still gonna be liberal about it, Amber Moon, Oscar. Everybody
Yeah.
thought that streak was gonna end, but it didn't. That was a good one. Now we going main event. I forgot her name. I can't. Main event is gonna be hard on the women's side to get that magical moment match in. That's gonna be a hard one. Oh, the Interpol's count match between Sasha and Charlotte for the title? Around the time they were flipping popping who won the title?
Was it NXT times?
No, that wasn't NXT. That was main roster.
I do not recall.
What show?
I will say, okay,
It
if
was
we're gonna
Raw.
bring it up, if we're gonna bring it, I will say the Hell in a Cell match between Sasha and Charlotte. That was the first women's Hell in a Cell match. That's up there.
That was
has to
one
be
of
there.
them.
Right? Okay, that has to be there.
Remember, she was going back. They were going back and forth for a while. So I think
Right.
it was the one with Sasha won in the crowd. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, that okay. I know what match you're talking about. Yeah.
And you can say the one with Sasha versus Bailey in Hell in the Cell too.
Yeah, too. Yeah.
The one throwing the Thunderdome. So basically, Sasha gonna have a lot of magical moments if they allow that to happen.
I'm gonna say, are they gonna allow her? Are they gonna mention her name in that, or are they gonna discredit it?
They own Sasha Banks, right? That name.
Their name, yeah, they own their name. So
It's just
yeah, they're gonna
just a match, I guess, because
right.
you don't talk about certain people on there. So yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, guys, we've been on here talking about the wrestling and all that for a while now. It's about time for us to depart. I appreciate you, Rico and James, for coming in and chilling with us, talking about a little wrestling. I appreciate it.
No problem.
On time.
Now, James, you got anything nice to say before we leave?
I do, but it's gonna be controversial, so I don't know if we want to do it or not.
Do
Go
it.
ahead, bro. Just go ahead, because
All
you
right,
get muted.
so I mentioned. Oh, that's crazy. So I mentioned it earlier. I want to do like a negative James Hall of Fame. So at last time I was on there, I inducted the Main Street Posse. This time, this is very controversial, but it needs to happen because this man was a menace. Do-rag Vince McMahon. Welcome to the Hall of Fame, bro. Do-rag Vince.
He was the ECW champion, wasn't it? Do-rag Vince?
What did I tell you?
Oh, he murdered him.
What did I tell you?
Oh, man.
What you thought I was joking?
That is
Usually I
crazy.
put the air freshener out, but I'm not. I just had to meet you on that one. Oh, are you ready to come back, James? Are you ready to come back? All right, James, you're back.
Yes, he was the ECW champ. Never wore the same do-rag twice. Wrestled with the do-rag on, and it never fell off. He's in there. He's in there, bro. He's in there.
I ain't gonna do it twice.
Do-rag
I got you once. I ain't
Do-rag
gonna do it
Vince.
twice.
He's a menace, bro. He was a menace.
Rico, got anything logical to say around here?
I'm looking forward to SmackDown going back to 2 hours. I will say that.
That extra hour was a mess for
That
everybody.
extra hour was crazy. Also, shout out to Carmelo Hayes, man. My boy needs to go and get up there, man.
Oh, God.
Carmelo Hayes fan, man.
Yeah.
Well, never mind.
You know,
No.
Mm-hmm.
got anything nice to say to the people?
Not really.
Usually
Stretch
you
more.
do. You said what?
Stretch. Everybody
Oh.
should stretch more. Yes.
That's a good one.
Can I ask a quick question?
No.
Okay, never mind.
What is
No.
it?
Oh.
How do y'all feel about Dark State? That's all.
I'm still figuring it out.
We'll see next week when they actually wrestle how they look.
Do they have a match?
They got it's 3-on-3. It's 6-man tag match.
Yes.
3-on-3.
I'm guessing it's between Evans, Trick, and Obi.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
3 black dudes versus 2 black dudes, a mixed dude and a white dude. That's basically what But also, out of those, like, this is the thing that makes it interesting about that match is because we don't know what we're going to be in the match.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody got to be odd man out.
There's 4 of them. Somebody got to sit on the outside and cause interference.
Somebody got to sit on the bench.
Maybe not even that. Do y'all think Trick Williams is involved? Like,
yes.
do y'all think that's his group?
Yes. I'm saying that, yes.
Because if that's the case, then during the 3-on-3, then you don't really have to sit out because your op ain't really your op, you know? Like, your op is your boss, who is also your friend.
So do you think it happens in that 3-on-3 where he reveals himself?
No. I would think they do that to stand and deliver.
Okay. Right.
I thought Trick was going to the main roster this year. I guess not, huh?
I thought he was going to be in the Rumble, but hey, wrong.
Exactly. That would have been the indicator he was going to the main roster, going to the Rumble.
Yeah.
But hey, it is what it is. What do I have to say before we leave? No. Other than that, you don't have to worry about HR being the snitch. Sometimes your coworkers are the bigger snitch than HR. I'm just saying. Y'all stop being friends with your coworkers. Stop it.
They snitching.
Stop. Okay. Since we're gonna bring this up, I'm gonna tell you this is a real live true story. So one of my coworkers and my other coworkers are cool on Facebook. One of my coworkers decided not to come to work. Then bragged on Facebook about not coming to work. Guess who got written up?
The one who bragged on Facebook?
Look at that brag.
Yep. How did they know that they bragged on Facebook? Because the other coworker was on Facebook on break showing, hey, why she ain't at work?
Yeah.
And word passed around, and guess what? HR got her.
Stop snitching.
So I say this, and that was a dry snitch at that.
Stop self-snitching.
Yeah, that too.
That too. Stop snitching on yourself. But anywho, like I said, stop being friends with your coworkers. Stop. Unless they're gonna help you move or something, stop being friends.
Ignore all incoming
ignore all friend requests. I'm telling you. Save yourself. Save your mentals and your chickens. But anywho, thank y'all all for watching. Thank y'all for listening on the tube, watching on the tubes, and you listening on the airwaves of the streaming services, the whole podcast or whatnot. Jeff isn't here. I hope I did a good job today. Cause yeah, I might not do this again. You never know. Jeff might be like, nah, you can't do this no more. But anywho, like I said, follow us on all the social media outlets. These are great people to follow: Andrea, Rico, and sometimes James. But again, like Jeff would say, please stop throwing chairs. And we out.